Actually, in the first few days of General Conference, we were meeting in sessions. We had lots of worship. We had some overall reports. We went into committee work and spent the last 3 days of last week in committees, working from 8 in the morning until 9:30 at night. Some committees finished earlier than others, and that was okay. We have had some fellowship time together with members of the delegation. We went to dinner together one night, and that was a good experience. But just meeting other people and beginning to develop relationships with them is an important thing. This is my 7th General Conference, so I would say that it does not differ greatly from a number of the others that I have attended. I was on the Superintendency Committee, which dealt largely with legislative matters related to district superintendents and to bishops. Let me set a little stage for that. In the 2004 to 2008 quadrennium, I served as a member of a General Conference task force to study the episcopacy and was one of the 3 members on the leadership team for that task force. As we moved around the country and had an opportunity to talk with a variety of persons, laypersons, persons serving in leadership roles in clergy as well as in the laity, we got a very differing view of the way people see the bishop and the bishop's role. We had an opportunity to talk with lots of retired bishops and many of the active bishops. My experience on that committee gave me a very different view of a full-time president for the Council of Bishops. Up until that time, I had thought, well, this is probably not necessary. A person serves the term as president of the council, and that's that. However, having heard from so many of the persons who have served as president and hearing the amount of work that it requires for them, I adopted a very different view and felt strongly that we should vote to support a full-time president of the Council of Bishops who would be freed from presidential and residential responsibilities within an area. I know that some people question, well, what could this person possibly do that would take full time? They have a lot of travel to do. They have to deal with problems that arise in different parts of the world, not just the USA, but of the world. They have to, in addition to that, carry on the regular functions of the president the president of the council, in working to set agenda, to preside at meetings, to, in a sense, coordinate the work of the council already. So, as Bishop Goodpastor talked with us several times, he mentioned not only the times that he had to be away from his own conference in carrying out his responsibilities, but also just the amount of time that he had to spend with correspondence and phone calls while he was on site in his conference, but really being distracted from the work there by those inquiries and requests that came to the president of the council, just on a day-to-day basis. Once it came to the floor, it was of course defeated. It had been a narrow vote in our committee. When it came to the floor of the conference, it was defeated by a greater margin than had been the case in our committee. What this means now is that Bishop Winter, who is in Europe, will be the president of the council, and she will have to carry out all the responsibilities involved in coordinating the work, as well as taking care of situations and problems that might arise in some other areas of the world. And for her, that will mean a tremendous amount of travel, and it not only involves a lot of travel and a lot of time, but it also, as Bishop Goodpastor indicated, means that She will probably not have many vacation days or much leave time, or be able to take the kind of time that bishops are asked to take at least once a quadrennium, 3 months off, in order to have some rest and relaxation. Insofar as South Carolina is concerned, there will not be a real effect on South Carolina. I don't anticipate that we will have problems that will require the counsel of this person or this person's presence with us. I would pray that would not happen. So I think that insofar as South Carolina is concerned, that will not be the case. I am very proud of South Carolina in the delegation that we have, in the work that the delegation is doing, and the way the delegation is working together. While we do not feel compelled to vote as one advises us to vote, while we do not feel compelled to vote alike, we certainly are open to sharing our opinions and to letting people know how we feel about the matters that are before us. I think this is a very strong delegation, and I am very pleased to be a part of it.